The strangest thing about losing someone is that your life keeps going. You still wake up, still make coffee, still go to work, still watch the same series at night. But there's no message waiting when you check your phone. No reason to rush home. No one asking how your day was. No one curled up next to you on the couch. Your life is still there. It's just missing the person it was built around. If you're hearing this, maybe you know what that sounds like. So find a comfortable place. Let the noise of the day fade. This is your time now. Take a deep breath in and let it go. There are 3 stories waiting for you here. Stories about what happens after the door closes, after the last message is sent, after the silence settles in and you're left standing in a room where everything reminds you of someone who's gone. Stories about what breaks inside you and how long it takes to notice its healing. You found this for a reason. Maybe one of these stories will show you why. Let's begin. I keep going back to that morning. He made me coffee, the same way he always did. And I had no idea what was coming. He used the blue mug, the one I always reached for. And I remember thinking, this is what safe feels like. It was a Saturday, one of those slow ones where the light comes through the curtains in strips, and you don't check your phone for the first 20 minutes because nothing feels urgent. He was already in the kitchen when I woke up. I could hear the kettle, the fridge opening and closing, that specific sound of a spoon tapping the rim of a mug. And I just lay there, listening to the sounds of someone who loved me, starting the day for me. That's what I thought anyway. We'd been together almost 2 years. Met at a friend's housewarming. One of those nights where no one knows everyone, and the conversations happen in corners. He offered me his chair, didn't say anything, just stood up and leaned against the wall instead. I liked him before he even said a word to me. The first few months were the kind you want to bottle and keep somewhere. He'd text me in the middle of the day. Not anything important, just, "This cloud looks like a dog," with a blurry photo. Or, "Heard something on the bus that made me think of you." The kind of messages that don't mean anything to anyone else, but meant everything to me. We'd cook together on Sundays, badly, laughing at whatever we'd burned, eating it anyway. We'd stay up too late talking about nothing, and wake up tired and not care. And before I knew it, his toothbrush was by the sink, his jacket on my chair, his shoes by the front door. He didn't ask. I didn't offer. It just happened, the way it does when something feels inevitable. Have you ever had that? Where someone's presence becomes so woven into your routine, you stop noticing where you end and they begin. That's the part no one warns you about. Not the falling, the weaving. Because when someone leaves after they've been woven in, they don't just take themselves. They take the shape of every morning, every evening, every ordinary thing that used to feel like enough. I've gone over it so many times, trying to find the exact moment it started to shift. The hairline crack I should have seen. But it wasn't a moment. It was 100 tiny things I chose not to see. And by the time I added them up, it was already over. His texts got shorter. Not cold, not mean, just less. Where he used to send paragraphs, he started sending lines. Where he used to say, "I miss you," he started saying, "Same." And I told myself it was normal. That relationships settle. That not every week has to feel like the beginning. I was making excuses for something I didn't want to name. There was one night, maybe a month before it ended, where I woke up at 2 a.m. and reached for him. His side of the bed was empty. I found him in the living room, smiling at his phone. The kind of smile he used to give me. I went back to bed, and I never asked who it was. Because I didn't want to know. There were other signs. The show we'd been watching together on Netflix. I noticed 3 new episodes marked as watched. He'd gone ahead without me. Small, I know. But we had a thing. We'd wait for each other. And somewhere along the way, he stopped waiting. Then, one afternoon, I opened my phone to check where he was. Something I used to do without thinking, just to feel close to him. And his name was gone. Location sharing turned off. No conversation, no mention. Just a slow removal of himself from my world, one setting at a time. And I still didn't say anything, because asking meant hearing something I wasn't ready to survive. So that Saturday morning, when I walked into the kitchen and saw him standing there with 2 mugs, I almost convinced myself things were fine. He smiled, handed me the blue mug, said, "Morning." And for a few minutes, it was just us, coffee and stillness. The window cracked open, and the sounds of the street drifting in. Then he sat down across from me, put both hands around his mug, and said the 4 words I'd been running from. "We need to talk." And my first thought wasn't sadness. It was relief. Because I'd been carrying the weight of pretending for so long that hearing someone finally say it out loud, even if it meant losing everything, felt like setting something down. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't have someone else. He didn't have a reason I could fight against or hate him for. He just said, "I've been trying, and I don't know how to explain it, but something changed in me, and it's not fair to you, not fair to me." Like he was doing me a kindness by leaving. And the worst part? He was right, because cruelty gives you something to push against. something to be angry about. But someone sitting across from you with steady eyes and a calm voice, telling you they just don't feel it anymore. There's nowhere to put that. No villain, no betrayal, just something alive in you that was already gone in them. He left within the hour. He packed a bag, said he'd come for the rest later. And when the door closed, I walked straight to the bedroom. The bed was still unmade. His pillow still dented from where his head had been. I pressed my face into it. It still smelled like him. And that's when I broke. Not when he said the words. Not when the door closed. When I could still smell him on a pillow that was already his last trace in my life. How do you grieve someone who's still alive? Someone you can still feel in every room they just walked out of. I spent the next few days replaying everything. Not the breakup, the weeks before. Every short text I explained away. Every turned back in bed. Every time he looked at his phone, and I pretended not to notice. I'd been living in a relationship that was already over. Sleeping next to someone who had already left. And I was the only one who didn't know. That's the part that stays with me. Not that he stopped loving me, but that I couldn't tell the difference. It's been a while now. The apartment doesn't smell like him anymore. I rearranged the furniture, moved the chair where his jacket used to hang, bought new mugs, because I couldn't keep reaching for the blue one and feeling the weight of a morning that doesn't exist. Most days are fine, really. But then something surfaces. A stranger ahead of you in line, ordering the same thing he always did. And for a second, it's like pressing a bruise you forgot was there. I don't hate him. That's the part people don't understand. I wish I could. Hating someone is so much easier than understanding them. wasn't wrong. Something did change, and staying would have been worse for both of us. It just would have been nice to have stopped loving him at the same time he stopped loving me. Some relationships don't end with a fight. They end on a Saturday morning with a cup of coffee and someone who can't look you in the eye when they say they're sorry. And the grief isn't smaller because it was gentle. If anything, it's heavier because you can't point to the wound. You can't show anyone where it hurts. It just lives there, in the space between the way things were and the moment you realized they'd already changed. If you've loved someone who left without giving you a reason to hate them, I see you. And I'm sorry no one told you that the gentle ones leave the deepest marks. Some endings are gentle. A conversation. A cup of coffee that goes cold. But the grief that follows isn't gentle at all. This is about what comes after, when the door is already closed and your heart is still standing on the other side. It took 43 days after he left. 43 days before I went a whole afternoon without thinking about him. I wasn't counting on purpose. My body just kept track. Day 1, I didn't get out of bed. Not in a poetic way. Not in a cinematic, staring out the window way. I just couldn't move. There's a thing that happens to you physically when someone leaves. No one prepares you for it. It starts in your chest. This weight pressing against your heart, like it's being held down. And then it spreads through your whole body. This heaviness, like gravity doubled overnight. I remember lying on my side, hugging a pillow against my stomach, because the emptiness there felt so real. I needed something to hold on to. And then the crying started. Not the quiet kind. Not the kind you see in films, where a single tear rolls down and someone looks beautiful in the rain. The ugly kind. The kind that comes from somewhere so deep, it doesn't even sound like you. My whole body shook. I couldn't breathe between sobs. Just these short, desperate gasps, like I was drowning in my own bedroom. I cried until my eyes burned, until my head throbbed, until there was nothing left, and I just lay there, hollow, staring at the wall. And then 10 minutes later, it came back. Like my body had found more. Like grief has no bottom. It just keeps pulling things out of you. My phone rang 6 times that day. I watched every call light up the screen and disappear. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want anyone to say the things people say. You'll be okay. It's his loss. You deserve better. None of those sentences mean anything when you can still feel someone's absence in every room. Day 3. I showered for the first time. I stood under the water until it went cold, and I didn't notice. Not until I was shivering. That's the part you don't expect. It's not just sadness. It's being present and absent at the same time. Forgetting to eat. Forgetting what time it is. Losing hours inside your own head and realizing the whole day is gone. Your mind just leaves. Because staying in the moment means staying in the pain. Day 7. I went to the store. First time outside in almost a week. I thought it would feel like progress. I moved through the aisles like a ghost, picking things up out of habit. Milk, bread, whatever my hands reached for. Not thinking, not feeling, just moving. And then I turned a corner, and there it was. His deodorant. The same one that sat next to my perfume on the bathroom shelf for almost 2 years. I picked it up, opened it, and for 1 second, he was standing right next to me. That's all it took. One breath, Every wall I'd built that week came down. I put the cap back on, set it down, walked out of the aisle, made it to my car, and then I broke. Forehead against the steering wheel. Fingers wrapped around it so tight they went numb. Crying so hard my ribs ached and my whole body shook. Over a smell. That's what grief does. It hides inside ordinary things and waits. Day 12. I unfollowed him. I told myself I wouldn't check his profile. I lasted 2 days. Then I was scrolling through his photos at 1 a.m. like an addict looking for a fix. Each photo was a tiny knife. Him out for drinks with people I didn't recognize. Him laughing somewhere new. I unfollowed him before I could talk myself out of it. The relief lasted about 10 seconds before the emptiness rushed in to fill the gap. Day 15 was the first time I laughed. My friend dragged me out for dinner. I didn't want to go. Sat there for the first hour like a ghost, smiling when I was supposed to, nodding at the right moments. And then someone told a story, and I laughed. Really laughed. The kind that catches you off guard. And for maybe 3 seconds, I forgot. Then it hit me. This wave of guilt. So sudden, it knocked the air out of me. Like laughing meant I was okay. And being okay meant it didn't matter. And if it didn't matter, then what was all that pain for? I went quiet for the rest of the dinner. My friends didn't push. I think they understood. Healing doesn't move in a straight line. Some days you take a step forward, and your heart punishes you for it. Have you ever done that? Felt guilty for feeling better? Like grief is something you owe the person who left. Like letting go means you never really loved them. Day 21. Someone at work asked me how my weekend was. And I said, good, without lying. It wasn't great. I didn't do anything special. I just existed without the heaviness for a few hours. I cleaned the apartment, moved some things around, took down a photo I'd been pretending not to see on the fridge. Didn't cry. Didn't spiral. Just took it down and put it away, face down, in a drawer I don't open. "3 weeks to build up the courage to take a photo off a fridge. That's how heavy the small things get." Day 28. I almost texted him. It was late. I'd had wine, and my fingers opened the chat before my brain could stop them. I typed 4 different messages, deleted all of them. The first one was honest. Too honest. The kind of thing you can't unsend. The second was casual. "Hey, how are you?" Like we were strangers. Like that would protect me. The third was mean. I'm not proud of that one. And the fourth was just his name. Just his name and a blinking cursor, waiting for me to finish a sentence I couldn't start. I stared at it for a long time. Then I erased it, locked my phone, put it in another room, and sat there in the silence, feeling like I just held my breath for 10 minutes straight. Day 32. I deleted his number. Not in a moment of strength, in a moment of exhaustion. I was tired of the temptation, tired of knowing it was one tap away, tired of bargaining with myself at midnight. So I deleted it, watched his name disappear from my contacts like it had never been there. And this hollow feeling opened up in my chest, like something had been pulled out of me and nothing rushed in to fill it. I sat on the bathroom floor, back against the wall, and cried like it was day one all over again. Because as long as his number was there, some part of me could still believe this wasn't real. And now it was. And then the regret hit. Almost immediately. Like my chest hadn't even finished aching before my hands wanted to undo it. I almost asked a friend to send it to me. Almost searched old emails for it. That's the thing about letting go. It doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like loss all over again. Day 36. I slept through the night. No 3 a.m. wake-ups. No reaching for the empty side of the bed. No dreams where everything was still okay, and waking up was the cruelest part. Just sleep. Normal, ordinary, forgettable sleep. I didn't even realize it until the morning. I made coffee, sat by the window, and thought, I slept. No one congratulates you for that. But after weeks of your body waking you up to grieve, sleeping through the night feels like the world giving you permission to rest. And then, day 43. I was on the train, coming home from somewhere. I don't even remember where. Reading something on my phone, watching buildings pass through the window. And it hit me. Not a wave, not a shock, just a quiet realization, like finding something you forgot was in your pocket. I hadn't thought about him since morning. The whole afternoon, the errands, the coffee shop, the walk to the station, he wasn't there. Not in my thoughts, not in my chest, not in the background hum of everything I did. He was just absent. And I didn't know if that was healing or forgetting, or which one scared me more. Because healing means it happened and you moved through it. But forgetting means maybe one day you won't remember the way he laughed, the way he said your name, like it was the answer to a question only he heard. And you want to move on. You do. But you don't want to lose the version of yourself that loved him, because she was real, and so was everything she felt. So what happens if you forget him completely? Does she disappear too? I don't have an answer for that. I'm still somewhere between day 43 and whatever comes next. Some days I feel like a whole person. Some days I see a couple holding hands on the street, and it hits me all over again. But it doesn't last as long now. The pain fades quicker than it used to. And I think maybe that's what healing actually looks like. Not waking up one morning completely fine, just hurting a little less each time. So if you're counting days right now, however many you're on, you're not behind. There's no schedule for this. Day 1 and day 100 can hurt the same way. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you gave someone a piece of your heart. And now that they're gone, Your heart is still learning how to be whole without them. Some people heal by counting days. Others never get the chance to start. They're stuck, waiting for a message that's never coming, holding on to a sentence someone said months ago, because letting go of it means admitting it's over. But what if the goodbye never comes? He said he needed space. Like it was something small, something temporary. Like it meant a weekend, a week at most. It's been 7 months. His name was Nate, and the thing you need to understand about Nate is that he meant it when he said things. Or at least, I thought he did. When he said he loved me, I believed him. When he said I was the first person who ever made him feel like he was enough, I held on to that like it was oxygen. So when he said he just needed space, I believed that too. We'd been together a little over a year. Nothing dramatic. No red flags. No fights that left marks. Just 2 people who fit together in the way where you stop introducing them as your boyfriend and start saying Nate like everyone already knows. He was the kind of person who remembered small things. That I bite the inside of my cheek when I'm nervous. That I can't sleep with socks on. That I always stir my drink, even when there's nothing to stir. He paid attention. And when someone pays attention like that, you let your guard down. It started on a Tuesday. He'd been distant for a few days. Not cold, just somewhere else. Like he was standing next to me, but his mind was in another room. I asked him if something was wrong, and he said, "I think I need some space." Not angry. Not dramatic. He said it like he was asking to borrow a jacket. I remember the silence after, the way my heart did this slow drop. Not a free fall, just a sinking, like the ground shifting under you so gently you almost don't notice. Space from me? I asked. From everything, he replied. I just need to figure some things out. Figure things out. I've replayed that phrase so many times, it doesn't sound like words anymore. The first week, I was fine. I told myself this was healthy, mature, that people in good relationships give each other room, that he'd come back more sure, more present. I cleaned my apartment, went to the gym, caught up with friends I'd been neglecting. I was the picture of someone handling it. But every night, I checked my phone before bed, just in case. Nothing. The second week, I texted him. Something light, something that wouldn't feel like pressure. Hey, hope you're doing okay. No rush on anything. Just wanted you to know I'm here. He replied 4 hours later. Thanks, I appreciate that. Four words, a period at the end, nothing else. I read those 4 words over and over, trying to find warmth in them, trying to hear his voice behind the text. It wasn't there. Week 3. I started making rules for myself. Don't text him first. Don't check when he was last online. Don't ask mutual friends if they've heard from him. I broke every single one. Not all at once, but slowly. A glance at his profile here. A casual question to a friend there. Have you talked to Nate lately? Said as lightly as I could manage, while my heart was hammering. Yeah, we grabbed coffee last week, my friend said, like it was nothing. So he wasn't disappearing from everyone, just from me. And that's when the sinking feeling became something heavier. This weight in my stomach that never fully went away. Not the sudden pain of a breakup. Something worse. The dull ache of not knowing. A month passed. I was still waiting. I kept leaving my phone face up on every surface so I wouldn't miss it when he finally called. I rehearsed conversations in my head. What I'd say when he came back. How understanding I'd be. How I wouldn't make him feel guilty for needing time. I was auditioning for a moment that was never coming. And the thing that eats at me most is that there was no single moment where it ended. No message that said, "It's over." No conversation that closed the door. He just stopped. The texts got further apart. Then they disappeared. The hearts on my stories. The memes he used to send. The links he'd send with, "You'd love this," all gone. Every tiny thread that still linked us snapped one by one. Like a sound fading out so slowly, you don't notice the silence until it's already been there for a while. Do you know what's crueler than being told it's over? Not being told. Because at least a breakup gives you a wall to hit. Something solid. Something you can press your back against and say, "This is where it ended. This is where I start again." But I need space. That's not a wall. It's fog. You can't see the edge. You can't find the door. You just keep walking and hoping the air clears. And it doesn't. "7 weeks in," I wrote him a message. A real one. Long. Honest. Everything I'd been holding in. I told him I missed him. I told him the waiting was killing me. I told him I didn't need him to come back. I just needed him to tell me the truth. Are we still something? Or am I waiting for someone who's already gone? He read it that night. He didn't reply until the next afternoon. "I'm sorry. I don't know what I want right now. I don't want to hurt you." I don't want to hurt you. The thing people say when they're already hurting you. When the knife is already in and they're just choosing not to look down. That was the last real thing he ever said to me. After that, silence. Weeks of it. Then months. No official ending. No goodbye. No, "I'm sorry. It's over." just a sentence that was supposed to be temporary, that became permanent when I wasn't looking. I need space was never about space. It was a goodbye dressed up as a pause. And I was too in love to hear the difference. It's been 7 months now. I've stopped waiting. Not because I decided to. Not because I had some breakthrough or some moment of clarity. I just ran out. Whatever was in me that kept hoping, it used itself up. Quietly, without telling me. One morning I woke up and realized I hadn't checked his profile in 2 weeks. And I didn't feel strong about it. I just felt done. That's where the song comes in. I was walking home from a friend's place. Late, cold, the kind of evening where your breath hangs in the air and the streetlights make everything look like a film. Earbuds in, shuffle on, not really listening, just letting the music fill the space between my thoughts. And then it came on. A song he sent me once, early on, back when he still sent me things just because. He'd attached a message to it, just 3 words. This is us. I stopped walking. Right there on the sidewalk. People passing around me. My breath clouding in the cold air. I waited for the pain. For the chest tightening. For the stomach dropping. For my eyes to sting and my heart to sink. None of it came. I just stood there and listened. And I remembered. Not the ending, not the silence, not the months of waiting. I remembered the beginning. The way he'd put his hand on my back when we crossed the street. The way he'd order for me when I was running late, because he knew exactly what I'd want. The way he said my name, not like a word, like a place he wanted to be. Those things were real, even if they weren't enough to make him stay. The song ended. Another one started. Something I didn't know. And I kept walking. And somewhere between one step and the next, something shifted. My chest felt free, not heavy, not hollow, just free, like something had finally unclenched. I don't hate him. I used to want to. I used to lie in bed and try to turn the sadness into anger, because anger is easier to carry. But he wasn't cruel. He just wasn't brave enough to be honest. And people who can't say the truth, let silence say it for them. If you're waiting for someone right now, if you're checking your phone more than you want to admit, if you're holding on to a sentence they said months ago because it's the only thing keeping the door open, I want to tell you something that no one told me. If they wanted to come back, they would. Not in a month. Not after they figure things out. Not when the timing is right. The person who loves you doesn't make you wait in silence and call it space. They just don't. I kept walking that night, all the way home. The cold didn't bother me. The music kept playing. And somewhere along the way, I let go of the last thread I'd been holding. Not with anger. Not with a decision. It just slipped away, like something I'd been gripping so tightly, my hand went numb, and I didn't notice when it fell. And the way home felt different, lighter. I'd spent 7 months waiting for him to end it. Turns out, I was the only one who could. Three different endings, 3 different kinds of silence. And maybe right now, you're carrying one of your own. That's okay. You don't have to be over it yet. If you needed this, I'm glad you're here. For now, just rest. Let the music carry you.